Okay. Obviously, you guys got nothing better to do, huh? This is the official preseason bye week version of camp. First time ever.
How do you like the way this sets up? Like you get this week, then the players get a weekend, and then a week building up to that.
I think it's incredibly valuable for the players to have a chance to have this week and prep for next week in the opener, coming off of camp and the games and all that kind of stuff. Whatever we got done in that time, this is a time for guys to maybe heal up, maybe get a little clearer about their assignments. Teams to come together even more so with the focus on really improvement and getting better instead of having to get ready for another game. And so I think it's a great idea, and I'm really glad we're doing it.
What do you like about Sidney Jones?
He's a complete football player. We've known him for a long time, of course, being here, and he's aggressive. He's a very savvy football player. He's a really good technician, very smart player. He's an all-around athlete. He's really well equipped, got good ball skills and all that kind of stuff. We really have a lot of information on him. Knowing the coaches that have coached him and the whole thing. So we feel very fortunate to get him to come in here and let him have a chance to compete.
What side do you see him on?
He'll play both sides. He's played both.
Has he done the techniques and the way you like corners to play?
Yeah. Jimmy did a good job with him, really. He coached the heck out of him, and it was obvious. And I made the point to coach, tell him, he's ready to go.
You mentioned the coaches that are maybe some top defensive coaches last game, last 2 or 3 defensive staff. See somebody you reach out to?
Not in this case, no.
What was the thought behind DJ to the left side, DJ Reed?
Trey had such a good camp. He just battled every day and did a great job. And when you let guys compete, you sometimes you don't know how it's going to turn out. That's the whole idea. And I thought Trey had a fantastic camp, and so that's why he gets a chance on the right side.
So is DJ competing with Carroll then on the other side, or do you consider it?
Everybody's competing all the time. Yep.
Flowers is shorter now on the right.
You'll see when we get there.
So who else is competing on the right?
We got all kinds of guys. See all the guys are coming in here?
Literally.
Yes,
we'll wait till it all gets announced and all that stuff.
Well, Nigel Moyer, who you picked up today, so he's a corner as well?
Yes. Yep. He'll be one of the guys competing. That's right.
Sheffley, where do you see him?
Really liked him at center. We were surprised that he was available as we watched him. Our guys did a really good preseason evaluation of him, and then as it came down to last night, he was really one of our favorite guys. And shoot, if he didn't show up for us, so we were very fortunate to get him.
What do you guys like about him?
Really tough. He's a physical, tough dude, and plays really hard. He played a lot of safety at Tennessee, and you can see the mentality come out in his play. And we love the guys that show that kind of energy about the way he plays, and so we're looking forward to seeing him join up with the guys.
How do you feel about the quarterback spot in general for you guys right now? You had a number of guys listed there in camp, but then you made a couple trades to try to bring guys in here last week or so. How do you kind of do the outlook in totality with where you are with your guys?
We've tried to keep it, really keep the tone of it competitive to bring out the best in the guys. And I think for instance, I think that's what happened with Trey. I think he knew he was up against it. He was battling for DJ, who had kind of taken his spot last year, and DJ kind of being banged up kind of gave him an opportunity to really show, and he took advantage of it. I love the way DJ plays. He's really aggressive. He's really heady. He's a good tackler, just a really good ball player, and so he could play either side wherever we need him. And he played both last year. And so hit that flexibility. I haven't had Trey play much on the other side and didn't want to move him. So that's really how that came about. But in general, we've continued to try to add competitive guys to the mix. And these guys are still up, they're still up against it. They still got guys coming in battling for spots now. Sidney's not coming in here to stand around. He wants to play. And so, in time when we get him adapted to what we're doing and all that, then he'll be battling too. And you'll see Nigel, and you'll see a couple other things that happen here too.
You haven't seen before.
His consistency, he's always been tough. He's always been aggressive and physical and tough. But his consistency really just making plays. He made plays all camp. All kinds of stuff. in zone and man-to-man. He just seemed much more comfortable making plays on the ball, which was great to see.
You talked about having kind of a new mindset and about letting go of everything that happened over the first 3 years. How have you noticed that?
Yeah, there's a clarity that can come through experience, that, you realize that you don't have to think about all the things that could happen. You trust that you've been through it and you're ready and you're prepared. And that's where the clarity in your mind comes and the kind of the quiet in your mind comes. And you relax and you let yourself play like you're capable instead of thinking too much. Well, the biggest hindrance to performance is overthinking, and being distracted by that. And that's why you work so hard. That's why you drill so hard. And it's why good coaching shows you what you're capable of doing, what you're worthy of, so that you believe in yourself and you trust in yourself. You can't play with confidence unless you get there, So I think he's added up 3 years of battling. He decided to come in and just battle his ass off for every chance he got, and he did that. And look what happened, So I was really proud of him, I've loved the way he's gone about it over the years, and he's had to learn a lot, coming from the safety spot and going to corner and all. But he's the best he's been.
Looks like you guys are going to have 3 quarterbacks on your 53. What was sort of the thinking behind that? Just something you haven't done a whole lot, I guess.
We've just liked the guys that we've had a chance to see and see how they fit in, see if they can hold their spot. They've got to compete to hold that spot, and they got to be worthy of it. So, we're just taking a look at it that way.
And Neil?
He should be ready to go full next week. He's really close to going right now. He's running now and everything. We're just making sure we can use those couple days off that we have over the weekend. But he should be ready.
How about Colby Parkinson? Where's he right now?
Yeah, he's working really hard at it. He's running out here on the field every day now. It's 3 or 4 days. He's running back to back, and it's a hard one to call for the trainers right now. We don't know how it's going to go. He has to. We have to react to what happens to him after the work, and so as we increase the workload on him, we'll know more. But we're kind of going along carefully so we don't overdo it. So, but he's battling and he's real positive about it, and is not feeling a lot of discomfort. But we're still just trying to monitor the process and not have a setback there.
Obviously, Pete, how much are you enjoying special teams right now with the mix of experience and talent you have?
Coming back there.
Something happened over my shoulder right here. You say how?
Teams in general, I mean,
You obviously just
Yeah. Well, I can't say that I've had an awakening here about special teams, but now that you bring it up, I really like the job that Larry Izzo does. He did a fantastic job last year when he took over. We had an excellent season a year ago, and we've got terrific kickers. We really have guys that you can really count on, and they're going to come through and all that. So it's a really solidly confident group and all. So we have very high expectations for him, and we're trying to draw the newer guys into the mix of the core of special teams. So we'll see how that goes. We have some really lively players in there, but this week is still important. There's still some things that could happen, So, but all in all, I'm really enjoying special teams. I'm glad you brought that up.
What's been the value of having Tater back?
Well, it's like having I don't know. I'm going to give you an example. I don't know how to do that. He's such a tremendous reference for me because he knows me so well. He knows where we've been and what we've done. We've been together in and out for forever, it seems, and that relationship just gives me the confidence that when we talk things over, that we're getting to the best of what we have to offer. I mean, I think he brings out the best in what I can offer, and he'll tell me when I'm screwed up and when I'm out of whack, and I don't have to tell him that because he never is. But so it's just the benefit of having a great reference that I totally trust. So I like every night at camp. Tater and I go up there and lock ourselves in the staff room, and we watch the film all over again. We start all over again. We just watch everything that happened and talk our way through every play and every guy and situation and stuff. And we just to make sure that we're really absorbing all the information that's there. And it's something we started back. I think it was probably in New England when we were doing it the first time, and you know, it's something we always look forward to. And we're, you know, kind of the last ones banging around on the film every night, and it's great for us, you know, and it helps us both see the truth of what's going on and what's happening, and that's the whole idea there. So.
Did you guys meet at NC State?
Yes, yeah, we got together at NC State. I don't even know how it happened, but he came on our staff. I was already there. Then he added in, I think, in the last year. He and Brad Seeley came to us, and that's where our friendship and really coaching relationship began.
How would you say that relationship has evolved, maybe from New England to now?
Not that much. Not that much. From the New England days, because that was after some other stuff that happened, you know, we've been through a lot, and so we've learned a lot, you know, together, you know, as we go, and all. But we've just been so connected. It's just whatever. It's one of those relationships, one of those friendships that you have in a lifetime that you're very fortunate to have, you know. And you know, I think the world of him, and he gets along with me a little bit, and it's been a blessing. I'll tell you one little story that when we were coming here, I said, "Hey Tater, you know, you want to go back? You know, go back together again here?" And he said, "Where are you going?" I said, "Well, up in Seattle." I said, "You know, maybe they'll have us for 3 or 4 years, you know, and they'll let us hang around before they kick us out, and let's go take a shot at it. You know, if you want to do it." And he said, "Yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's go." So, you know, it's 12 years later now, you know, so it's yeah. We're surprised about all that. We've always been kind of surprised about that, but feel very, very blessed.
We haven't seen Bobby Wagner in pads for a few days. Anything going on with him? Or?
Yeah, Wags had he had a thing done that he does every year for you know, a rehab thing, and so he has to wait it out. We give him a week off to let it all work, and so he'll be back and raring to go next week. He's fine. That's you. That pause is you. And listen. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah, he's the same thing that the bicep that he had issues with. He's still trying to get back from that. Almost made it back and didn't quite get there last week.
I'm sorry. With Wayne, how has he been sort of behind the scenes? Wayne Brown amid all of the contracts.
He's been on everything. He's been working out. He's been in all of the walkthrough stuff. He's taken all those reps. He's been all the meetings, everything, active part in all of that.
Trey Brown, what's his situation?
He's recovering from that sprained knee that he got, and the timeline isn't set yet. I don't know how that's going to turn right now. He had a really good camp. He did a fantastic job of battling. I know I'm sure I told you guys before that, you know, I went back and looked at all the stuff he done. He had a lot of positive plays and very few negative plays throughout the time he's been with us. And as I started to add that up about halfway through camp, you know, I realized that this guy's making a charge, you know. And unfortunately for him, had he been in the mix, he might have been, you know, right in at the front of this competition, because he had a shot to do that. I was open-minded about that if it was going to happen, but unfortunately he got set back, and so we'll know that when he'll come back to us, and he's going to be okay. This is not something that we don't know about. It's going to be okay. We're just not sure when. He'll enter right back into it. He's a very competitive kid, very confident, and he's got a little cockiness about him that gives him a chance as a young guy to go ahead and bid for this thing. So I'm excited about him.
Other than liking his high school alma mater, what do you like about Pete Carroll's game that helped him make the team?
Yeah, well, what I don't like is he doesn't know the fight song. Okay, I want you to know that, and so I've told him that I'm going to teach him here before long. But I think I did see some of Jake's talk with you guys, and he made the point that when we needed him at guard early in camp, we want to see what he looked like and all that, and he was doing okay. He was battling, and then he had a chance to move to right tackle, and he was like a different guy. He looked like a different guy. He was so comfortable and so at ease, and had feel for it and sense for it. He just played really well. I think this is right. He made it through the preseason with one pressure, you know, out of 27 or 28 attempts on him or something, some stat like that, you know. He just knows how to survive the position, you know, and it brought out his best. Really smart, really tough, really good effort, really good finish. He just made the team, you know, and I was really proud of him, and you know, I don't know that it had anything to do with, you know, the red and gray. I don't know that, but it might have. I don't know.
Fans are going to hear procedure for rehab for Wagner. Can you give a little more detail so people don't freak out at some?
He's done it for about 5 years now, so it's the same thing he's always done.
Russ over the summer said you guys had a heart-to-heart at some point. Why was that necessary to have a heart-to-heart with Russ?
Really?
Really, did he say it?
Yeah. No. No. I mean, we've had so many of those. I mean, I don't know. There was one specific one after we had been apart for a while, and then we talked for a long time one night, and that's the one I'm sure he's referring to. But we were just dealing with what was going on in the media and all that, and how we were going to move forward together, and we just revisited all of the foundation and the background and the vision for the future and all of those things that we often would touch base on. But this was like we just kind of regrouped, and that's basically what happened. And there's so much commonality to how we think and how we approach stuff, and that it was really a kind of a process of revisiting that and remembering, who we were and what we were all about, and that's really what took place. And so I know it was a long talk, and I'm glad that he saw that was really valuable to both of us and moving forward.
Just gotta ask, do you have any more clarity as to whether or not when he'll be back, whether or not he'll be back by week one?
I'm counting on being ready.
There's a report you're signing Luton, the quarterback. Can you confirm that? And what would you like about him if that's true?
I can, right? I can. See, I could confirm it, but I can't. So.
Did you say, quick follow-up on Sidney Jones, did you say you reached out to Jimmy Lake this week, or did you talk to him this week?
Yeah, John and I did.
He only started 1 year at Army and then he missed most of camp. What impressed you most?
Yeah, where have you been on this deal?
I've been laying low.
Freaking ball, man. You dropped the cadet ball here on this thing. Okay. What was the question?
He barely played at Army. He's 3 years a special teamer. He's got 1 year starting, then he misses most of camp. Not exactly the
his film was really good. When our guys evaluated him and they really liked him, knew that we were taking a shot, because of that. But I mean, he's just got his act together. He's such a sharp kid, and he's he's an Army guy. What can I tell you? Sorry, guys, for the rest of you that have to put up with this stuff. He just did a really nice job in everything that we've done. And I was really fired up to see him play the other night because he played really well. And he did a good job and made some plays and was running around and he had a blast. And it was a long haul waiting. He just kept waiting for this muscle thing to fix, to heal up. And he was really frustrated. So you can't get it all back in one night, but he did a really good job. And so we're fortunate to have him here on the practice squad. And hopefully we can continue to develop him and bring him to the, really into the front of the competition sometime.
How do you feel about the receiver spot with even just 4 on the roster right now, and maybe your view on how that fits your depth there?
A fantastic 4. I feel really good about it.
I mean, with just 4, is there any depth concerns there? Any guys looking like?
Well, you probably took a look at the practice squad, and there's 4 guys there too. So we got a lot of guys that we've really liked during this camp and through the off season that are with us, and so we have some flexibility.
All right, thank you.
Okay.